we are, it's looking like a bike again at least. It's getting there. So, I don't know where they are, but there are 3 spacers that go in here for the fork protectors. But on this side, I'm missing them. I don't know where they are. So I just have the screws, not the seal. So I gotta order those. Those will be here eventually. I also just noticed, you probably can't see because it's buried in here, but I also noticed that my front brake line, the nylon is torn around it. So I'll need to order a new front brake line, which is $100. Might as well go for like a red aftermarket one probably. I also noticed that this fender is scratched. So the horn goes into there, right there, like that. But when it's there, the fender scratches it when it goes by. So either I just deal with it being scratched or I relocate it, but that's where the horn goes. So do I take the radiator off and mount the horn on the back side of the fins? Probably. So that's more stuff I have to do. I was gonna be done tonight, by the way. I didn't get there, obviously. This is all mounted up though. Everything is controlled there. I need to disassemble the subframe because I can't get these screws in to thread in for the exhaust. And when they do thread in, then I'm off center on this here by a little bit. So I'll need to just get that sorted out before I can really proceed. And then I've also slowly been taking the touch-up paint right there and touching up spots that are, you can't see it anymore where the paint is rubbed off. You can probably see it a little bit more on the side here where I've hit it with some touch-up paint to keep the rust at bay. So I'm doing that. And then just stuff that's still shipping, a brake spring, pegs and peg springs, a clevis for the brake line there, as well as some other spring, I guess fork and fork springs. And then of course I'm still waiting for a front rotor from Moose Racing that should be here like on Monday or Tuesday. And I already went over this basically, but you can see there how I tightened up that 3mm bolt right there. That 3mm bolt's what holds the X-Trig in place. So now I can get my my sag adjuster out when this is all done, and I can use the 8mm socket to adjust the X-Trig from the other side. So all I have to do is put an 8mm with an extension right there, and I can hit the X-Trig from that side. So that's pretty good. Still need to drain fluids, etc., 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 but I need to oil the air filter, which is currently wet. And I also need to do, when the Moose Racing front rotor comes in, install this, install that, install these, seat, skid plate, fluids. Maybe I'll go into the Recluse, I don't know. I'll do a test ride first, and I'll come into the Recluse. That'll be my, my final thing I do to it. And I still am like on the fence about ordering this freaking starter cover. It looks like shit. I want to order one. I'm just being a little bee about it. Finally have to do the master link that I bought to replace the one that was kind of just thrown together, and replace this front sprocket, which I still don't know how to do, but I'm gonna do my best to figure that out. We're getting there, but it's looking like a bike now. I just gotta order a few more parts from Beta, and those will come in a week or so, but at the very least I can do some test rides to make sure everything's mechanically sound while I wait for like front rotor, front spacers, brake line. Sigh. Okay, next up, I'm just gonna break the bank a little bit. I'm gonna do the subframe, get the exhaust sorted. After that, I think I'm gonna go ahead and do those hand guards and get those out of the way, and then apply some more touch-up paint and then go to bed. Great news, I did disassemble the whole entire subframe. It's a bunch of good news. It's a bunch of bolts under here, just a lot of them. There's like 7 or 8 total, and there's like 3 or 4 more hidden once you remove this tail bit there. I'll have to do it again once I order turn signals, which is gonna be a winter project. I'll put turn signals here, or up here maybe, or maybe down there. But either way, turn signals will come eventually. The turn signal plugs are in there in the loom. And so I'll have to do this again in the winter time. But essentially, if you look back here, you can see the gap I have right there. I had to put an extra long spacer in there. It just doesn't get all the way in there, but they are tightened down just back, and this is also tightened down here, and there's not even a finger gap between that Olin spring and the shock, but it is what it is. Okay, we're done with that part. I'm gonna do some more touch-up paint so that has a chance to dry. While that's drying, I will go ahead and do the handguards. New air filter is oiled and it is going in. Haha. I've made a lot of progress in the last 2 hours. Okay, well, what have we done the last couple hours? We have relocated this horn, so now it doesn't hit the fender. I need to test it, of course, tomorrow, but there's the horn there. That's done. We've finished these handguards. Brand new handguards. They actually are identical to the ones that were on the bike before, but those were busted up and broken, so fix that. Yes, I need to order a couple of things, but hey, it's coming along here. Let's look at the side profile. So I had a snag. These plastics snap in. They're little plugs, and the ones I bought, well, the previous owner or the first owner changed these to be screw-in airbox holders, and the plug holes on the air filter housing. There's an air filter part that you can buy that's this whole plastic thing that's probably a bitch to install because you have to take the whole thing bike apart to get to it. I guess that those plug holes had failed from so much use, so they replaced them with these things here. And so I had to apply heat and yank them out with a pair of pliers. These are the plugs that came on the Polysport plastic, so I had to do that. What else do we do? Well, so there's still stuff to do, but obviously the tank is installed. I gotta tighten this up too. Tank is installed. Isn't that beautiful? Let's tighten this up before I forget. I also had to trim, screw back on. I also had to trim the edge of this domino grip so that I had no binding with the throttle. Change the angle of the handlebars slightly. How beautiful that is. Oh my God, it looks so good. And of course, I've just been applying a lot of random touch-up paint all throughout to this frame here, which got rid of all the nicks and blemishes that we had before. I mean, obviously the proper way is to sand it all down, but I just, whatever, it doesn't really matter. Yes, the case saver is unhooked right now because I still need to do this front sprocket after I get the chain taken care of. Probably the chain last because I want to make sure I get the sprocket off first before I break the chain. All right, well, doing transmission and engine fluid, or clutch fluid, engine oil, I don't know. Both those are draining out. I'm gonna open these fill plugs and then they're gonna drain overnight. That's the plan, just let them drain overnight because I'm gonna make sure all the fluid's out of here. All right, that's probably it for this video, but wow, that's my size 10. That's it for this video. And thanks so much for watching, everyone. Well, at this point, I'm up so late, I might as well go ahead and do all the fluids. I drained them for a while, did all the filters and stuff, but I figure I guess I'm just already awake. So it's 1:20 in the morning. But I'm on a roll. I don't know if I'll get to the brake fluid tonight, but I'd like to. But probably this is all I'm gonna do is the clutch side and the engine oil side. This is the Transoil Expert 10W40, I think, right there, that I'm doing onto the clutch side. All right, fresh motor oil is in. It's odd because I only got, how much is left? This is a 1 liter, so I only got like, it's odd. I only got like 0.7 liters in, 0.9 if you don't do a filter change, which I did. But I'll roll it tomorrow and start it, and then I'll see if I need to add more. I should be able to add more then. I just did some brake fluid from the front and rear brake caliper. The rear is still dragging a little bit, so I'm gonna figure that out later. I couldn't shift. Couldn't get out of I was in 6th gear for the stuff. I couldn't get it to shift down. Turns out it's the shift lever, the hammerhead lever that I bought was not working. So I'm gonna figure that out. But I put the OEM one back on. That shifted just fine. It's basically getting caught up on this lower part of the frame here.